All right, I just want to share what I'm doing today from Minnesota. Um, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to make this quick today, actually. I'm actually going to stick to that. So, line width V-tracks, I'm removing the 4-4 on the ABC. Now, that may be risky, but I'm going to take that risk at the end. Now, I have a little bit of a bigger group of numbers wrote down. For Minnesota is 239, 293, 382, 873, 940, 960. That's my bigger group. And then for boxed numbers, I have 049, 059, 238, 378, 029, 037, 078, and 079. Those are like just like that's what I got when I first did the initial filtering. Now, initially, I took the numbers and I said that there's got to be a 0 or an 8 because it looks like there's going to be a 0 or an 8 today, because this probably isn't going to last much longer. If I can find it. They're both at the top, out 6 and 7. That's a long time. If you go to the inspect here, if you were to look at it on here, you would see that it ain't gonna last much longer. One of those is gonna hit, and especially I think if you go to A-Tracks, yeah, look at that, out 6 draws. That's the longest I think it's been. So we're getting it. I bet we're well into October, if not September. So 0 or an 8 I put down to be used. And then I also, now there's key pairs due 37, 47, and 78. But I also included, I'll show you a few other ones here, 23, 25, and 09. Now I don't always select pairs box because that really reduces your numbers, which is good. But at the same time, you can take out the winner real fast. So, but I'm just going to go with that today because I feel like one of these got to hit here. And then I did, I saw, okay, these numbers here are what I did over on Lotto odds. I took it over there and I filtered very conservatively. Okay, this is not conservative. That's when I did something else. But so I took it over here, filtered very conservatively, brought it back over here. And then I did, like I said, 0, 8 keys, the pairs, and then I did selected pairs boxed. These are just different things I did. And then I brought it over to straights, and I took it to the universal tool, and then I brought it back over to the straights. I put them in here as straight, and then I selected the AB on the front right here. And I'll show you why I did that, because this is how you bring the numbers down. And this is where you take a little bit of a risk. So it might not be this today, okay? But at the 90-day period, I'm thinking today a 0 is going to turn to a 1, okay? And that really reduces my numbers to just these. And like I said, I'm probably not going to, you probably wouldn't have to play all those anyway, because you'd look at what's due, on the front or the front or the middle, like as in high, low, even, odd, and so on, You don't always have to, not like I'd ever play that many anyway, I'm just saying. So, but if you go to no sort, draw by option, you'll notice here that it's been 2, 3, 3, 3, 1. Look at that. There's been 1, 2, 3, 4 days since there's been a 1. And then there was 1, 2, 3, 4 again, and then there was a 1. And then there was a 2, then a 1. And look at all the 1s. Then a 3, 3, and a 1, a 2, and a bunch of 1s, a 2 and a 5, and a bunch of 1s. The dominant one is a 1 still at the 90-day period, right? So I expect a 1 to come here. If it doesn't happen today, I'll definitely say almost 100% is going to drop tomorrow, right? Never say 100%, but it's going to be well up there. So that one of those will hit. So I took that and I put that into the slasher. And then I did the pairs again, and I unselected keys B as 5 and C as 4 because those just hit. I think they both just hit in a row. Yeah, look at this, 5, 4, 5, 4. So, I mean, one of them could bring up again, but I'll take that risk that it won't happen. Honestly, I would take the risk that a 6 or 3 ain't going to happen either on the front. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just showing you. So, and then I unselected a bunch of stuff for the back pair by going over to one of my favorite things to do, is to go over to the inspect, and I go over to this one here, various draws, pick 3 evaluation. And I was able to find just different things in here. Now, like somebody pointed out, you got to be careful if you're removing any of these V-tracks, like in the position. So like typically you're not going to see me remove them in the 3-digit column unless there's like 3 in a row or something like that. But like here, see like BC 15, 15, you know, like that. Like that might, if it's not hitting a lot like that, then, you know, maybe go and remove 15, 15. 15 just in the BC though, not in these ones, okay? Because it can rotate. So you got to make sure you're careful with that. So if you're going to remove the BC in the straight V-tracks on a pick 2 chart, you're going to go over to, and man, you can reduce numbers so fast doing this. What was on V-tracks straight? So you're going to go to V-tracks. I always go to the wrong thing. How do I do that? V-tracks straight. You got to go to pairs over here, I think. So V-tracks pairs, okay. And then you go to 15 right there. Boom. Take those out right there. 104 numbers that I'm going to remove. All right. So, and that is, this is boxed, right? I'm pretty sure this is boxed. No, this is straight. So yeah, that's what I needed it to be. So then I took that and I put that over here, and I did that numerous times. Okay, I did that not numerous times, but I did that a few times, and then I unselected. I think it was V-tracks, even, odd, odd. Because check this out. Make sure I go to not boxed. Okay. Look at this. See, now this is one I'm willing to say, all right, I'll take the risk. So even, odd, odd, even, odd, odd, even, odd, odd, even, odd, odd. All right. You could go down the line and say, but you're going to end up doing that anyway when you remove when you mess with the 3-digit one, you got to be really careful. Okay. So that's why I removed that one, took that risk. I think that's a calculated risk. And then I also did, I unselected another set of BC pairs from looking at something. I can't remember. Something really stuck out. So anyway, so by doing that, oh, no. Check this out. The BC, I removed this. It actually kind of like trying to come in and ruin my day because I was all excited because I had it down to one number. I had it down to 873. I cannot find the freaking page again. Okay, I had it down to 873, the number 873 straight out of these ones I gave in the beginning. But I went and looked at the 90 days for the BC, okay, and I noticed that there was, wait, am I on the right thing here? Because I have it open over here too. Back pair 90 days. 311. Okay, so I decided to say there's not going to be another 3 today, okay? Because a 3 hit. I mean, it could go back to back, but I'll take that risk ever since December 12th that it won't go back to back, that today will be either a 2 or a 1 or a 2 today, okay? Or on the crazy side, a 4. But let's just say there's a 1 or a 2 today. That's what I thought. So I went over here and I went over to my chart here and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, cool, I'll remove that. But well, when I went to do that, what am I doing? I looked at the zeros and I copied them. No, not the zeros, but I took the 2s, not thinking there's going to be another one, and there's the 7-3. So 873 wouldn't work out today. And I'm like, okay, so this is where I'm like, is there going to be a 3 today? I'm thinking, maybe there will be another 3, but then again, maybe there won't be, and there probably won't be. So I don't want to sugarcoat it for myself. So I copied these and I put them in there. Okay. And what I originally had in here before I did this was I actually had a great time period. And you know what? I still think it's a good time period. So this is where you have to like take that chance. So I went to numbers. Okay. And I went to boxed. I went to most recent drawn, and I went to no sort. And look at this. Okay, not 90 days. This one here, you're going to go to 6 months. Okay, look at this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. And then that 2 hit last night. I should have looked at this because look at the 2 right here. The 2 right there. 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 Yep. The 2 right there. It just keeps freaking going, right? See that? Guaranteed. In the next couple days, if there's not a 2, go in here and pick up the ones, copy and paste because it's going to hit 100%. 100% it will hit. Now, and we're actually using singles and doubles. So, but check this out. 1, 2, 3, and then a 1. 1 still dominates. Look at the ones. Even though that 2 is like crazy, look at the ones. Could there be another 2 today? Sure. There actually probably will be. I hope not. But so what I did is I went and I'm like, there's going to be a 1. So I copied the zeros. You know how you do that? Remember, you go to the options by occurrence, you go to descending, and then you copy the zeros and you drop them in there into the slasher. And I was super excited because look, 3, 7, 8. I'm like, yeah, that's going to be it today. 8, 7, 3 straight. And you know what? It still might be that. So I'm still playing that one. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I honestly like this better. Like I showed you the BC. I like the fact that I don't think there's going to be a 2, right? I don't think a 2 is going to turn, one of these combinations is going to turn to a 3. I don't think that today because, like I said, I just don't think there's going to be 2 3s today, but there could be, okay? But I'm just going to take the risk that there's not going to be, all right? So I put it in here, and I got rid of the 0 turn, or the 1, the 0 turning to a 1, okay? I got rid of that. Okay, I got rid of this because that conflicted with it, and it literally gave me nothing. So, but I still wrote down the 8, 7, 3 straight. But here's what else I got straight. Check this out. So I put that BC in. I removed that 0 turn to a 1, and I got these. So I think those are 3 solid numbers today for Minnesota. As long as my initial idea is right, that there's going to be a 0 or an 8, and that I didn't over, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't over filter over on Lotto odds. And I don't think I did because, I mean, there's some, look at in, spike. These are things I removed. Look at the line on the end. 2 lines. These are things I removed, okay? I didn't dig around and remove any 1-2 patterns. I didn't do any of this stuff. So, and I probably could have done some more in here, but I didn't. Actually, I might have removed odd, even. And that could come back and bite me. Let me see if I did it. Oh, no, this is going to not be in here now because I did something else. So that's what I'm saying. So today, I didn't even really get to look at colors or see what's going on in my chart. I don't even care right now because this is where I'm thinking it's at anyway. Also, I cannot forget that 014 Atrax box for Minnesota is going to hit. So look at those numbers, okay? Because one of these is going to hit too. So I will definitely, even though I just said everything I just said, I'm going to play the 8-7-3 straight. I'm going to play that 9-3-9. 2-3-9. I'm going to play that 3-8-2. But these right here, I'm really looking at that 4-7-8, that 1-7-8, and that those 2 right there, especially because the 7-8s do, the 3-7s do, but I don't see that in there. And the yeah, I'm just looking at those ones. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing today for Minnesota. I know it was really quick, but see what anybody, and like I said, guaranteed. Some of these things are guaranteed to turn, like there's going to be another one here coming up. If it's not, like, I don't know if it's today because one just was dropped, but if this goes like I showed you, this is for the back pair. I got to remember that too because I ended up putting it in there as A, B or something. I hope I didn't do that. Okay, unselect BC. So I unselected that one, yeah. You just got to make sure you don't take out the wrong ones. But like 110%, right? That there's going to be another 0 turning to a 1. There's going to be a 1 turning to a 2, These things are 100% guaranteed to happen in the next few days. So it's like you can fish from that small little pool and get a win or a hit. And if you don't, just stick with it or jump over to a different pool or something, but try to be consistent for a few days and you'll get a win, especially look at 0 or 8 are out, You can also look at what else is out too, or look at the sums that are due and stuff like that and the keys. But, I looked at the actual pairs today too. That's why I put 2-3 in there and I put 09 in there and I put 2.5 in there, because if you go to pairs boxed, you'll notice 2.5 and 09 are up there too. And like I said, there's so much you can do. And this is another thing that's due. In, out, out. So that's why I got to get this reduction list that I keep talking about done. So I have a set things that I look at in an orderly fashion, so I don't sit here all night long, even though it's daytime right now, all night long trying to figure this out. But I have a set thing to go through, and I'm like, if this works, if this filter looks good, but it conflicts with this one, I got to decide which one to remove. But it's good to have a order to your madness, right? So, all right. Have a good day.